So what if I told you that Destiny 3 was never in development and never will be? What would be your thoughts if you heard that? Well, from the looks of it, it looks like Destiny 3's cancellation rumors have been debunked, and this new report is saying that the game was never actually in development. So yeah, let's talk about it. This article is fully credited to GameRant.com, and it starts off by saying this: Destiny 3 was never in development. An insider recently debunked Destiny's 3 cancellation rumors by revealing that the game wasn't even in development. Destiny 3 was the highly awaited rumored sequel to the 2017's online FPS title Destiny 2. On July 31st, massive layoffs rocked the Destiny developer Bungie once again. Now, following these job cuts, rumors were afloat that the move had led the cancellation of Destiny 2's successor and believed to be the project codenamed Payback. However, a new report reveals that the canceled game may not have exactly been the Destiny game that fans feared it was. On Twitter, industry insider Jason Schreier wrote that Destiny 3 wasn't the game that actually was canceled because it was never in development in the first place. He clarified that Payback, the game that got axed, was actually a spin-off game in the Destiny universe and was not a direct sequel to Destiny 2. Schreier also noted that the studio had only done very early work on the spin-off title. Moreover, while replying to a comment, he confirmed that the project was canceled a while back and way before the layoffs even took place. And this is exactly what he tweeted out. Just to clear up some rumors floating around, Destiny 3 was not canceled because it was never in development. For people familiar, Bungie did some early work on the spin-off project called Payback, but they canceled that a while back. I'll have a story tomorrow with more info. Bungie's chairman and CEO Pete Parsons' blog post in which he announced the layoffs also solidified the studio's focus on Destiny. Although Destiny 3 may not be in the works right now, Parsons confirmed that Destiny is still one of the priorities for the studio. He stated that the Bungie devs would put efforts entirely on Destiny in a marathon reboot going into the future. In the same letter, he also said that over 850 employees are currently working on those two projects. The latest round of layoffs in the second time in the short span that Bungie has decided to shrink its workforce after the job cuts in October of 2023. Notably, the company has deducted mass layoffs twice since the takeover by Sony in 2022. And I kind of wanted to touch on that after I finish up this article that I kind of thought was pretty interesting and I thought that we would cover. The second wave of layoffs is pretty surprising after the successful launch of Destiny 2's newest DLC, The Final Shape. While the most recent developments at Bungie Studios is undoubtedly worrying, the studio's outspoken commitment to Destiny and Marathon could see a promising sign for the future of the game. Even if the fans have to wait longer for Destiny 3, they seemingly rest assured that the developer will continue to pour its resources into expanding the Destiny universe and will keep churning out the worthwhile content for the open world looter shooter game. And that's where that article ends. Now, touching on some news when it comes to the Bungie CEO. The CEO, Pete Parsons, has seemingly spent over $2 million on classic cars and motorbikes since Sony bought the studio back in 2022 via an auction site Bring a Trailer. A number of the accounts in question purchases have come from months surrounding the massive layoffs at Bungie, and now it looks like that the CEO, Pete Parsons, has faced calls to resign following yesterday's announcement that the studio is laying off 220 more of its staff, with a further 155 set to be integrated into Sony, and 40 of them being spun off into a new PlayStation studio, which will take the development of one of Bungie's incubation projects. In the announcement, Parsons wrote that Bungie has been overly ambitious. Our financial safety margins are subsequently exceeded, and we begin running in the red. And since this news broke of the latest layoffs, which is following another round of job cuts at Bungie back in October of 2023, an account on a classic car auction site Bring a Trailer with the username BNG Parsons, it's recently came to light and has now been claimed in a tweet that this account is actually owned by Pete Parsons, who clocked up over $2 million worth of winning bids since September of 2022. It's pretty crazy to think that Bungie is laying off 17% of its workforce while the CEO is sitting there spending $2 million on cars that he doesn't need. It's a pretty wild statement, but to each their own. I think I'm going to leave you guys with that. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. This has been Zach with VGL. I'll catch you guys in the next one.